Hey, so welcome back. So this is, I promise you, the June 2020 Geek Fuel box unboxing. We just did the unboxing on the bonus box, which was actually recycled material, which is fine. There's good stuff in there. But Geek Fuel, they are a basically geek themed subscription service. Every month, they send out a box full of very cool things, almost all exclusive things. And the one thing that I really love about Geek Fuel, the one thing they do well that the other boxes just don't, is they walk the razor's edge of copyright without getting cut. Again and again and again, one of the things that I always love about getting their boxes is seeing how they're culture jamming and how they're tweaking things. Right up to the line without going over to the point where, say, Nintendo's lawyers are going to send a C&D their way. So let's go ahead and see what we've got in the June box. So first things first is we have some kind of a poster, and it looks like a high school locker. Oh, spoilers, we won't look at that right now. Matter of fact, let's come back to this in a second. Let's see. So the first thing I'm going to grab is a Q-Fig, and I love this Q-Fig. So the Q-Fig is Pinky and the Brain, and it is entitled "Taking Over the World." And there we have the brain up front, looking at a map. We have Pinky standing right behind. I love this. I made mention of the fact that we're moving into a house. I kind of need to cut back on some of my material acquisitions, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep some of these things. The next thing we have is a ruled notebook, 128 pages, Nickelodeon, called the Nick 90s. Again, I aged out. Okay, I still watch stuff on Nickelodeon, but by the demographics, by the 1990s, I kind of aged out of Nick's demo. It didn't mean that I wouldn't watch some of the shows when I wasn't either doing stuff in college or working one of several jobs. But again, kind of a nice nod. I own it as a Gen Xer. I always love seeing Gen X themed things in these boxes because they take me back to my childhood, and I can kind of use them to show younger folks, here's the cool shit you missed because your parents weren't old enough to have sex and have you in the 80s. But I can also appreciate the 90s, and I can appreciate I guess we're calling them aughts, the 2000s, and the 2010s, which we just finished up. So I like the notebook. I could keep this and use this as a notebook at work. The next thing we have, two more things in the box. We'll just grab this. This is Keshi Surprise. So it looks like a little super deformed Autobot based on this. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Grimlock Jazz, Ironhide, Wheeljack. 4 color variants, 6 different figures, 24 unique collectibles. All blind boxes from Super 7. So we'll go ahead and we'll make someone cry. Minifigure and sticker. We are going to either make someone cry or, what the hell's my knife? We're going to make someone jubilant because I am going to increase the value of their sealed blind box material. Glass half full, glass half empty. You can look at it either way. I am a open it up, don't keep your shit in storage encased in acrylic. That's probably not the best blade for this. There we go. That's what I want. Maybe. There we go. All right. The box is open. We are opening it up, and there's a plastic bag inside. Oh, I see what you did there. All right. Well, utility knife, next blade. Maybe. Here we go. Yeah, I have to be a little careful with the cutty stuff. I think I had stopped making videos at this point in time, but in January I was briefly hospitalized with a blood clot, pretty much running down my entire right leg, so I am now living La Vida blood thinner. And the very first thing my cardiologist told me was, you have to be careful, you can never cut yourself. He also said never shave, and I'm like, oh, thank God you've given me an excuse. So yes, do not want to cut myself with the, damn it, here we go. All right, so we've got, I crapped out. I was hoping for Wheeljack. Wheeljack was one of my favorite, either Wheeljack or Ironhide. I think those are my two favorite G1 Autobots. Really, now that I look at these, man, speaking of going back to the 80s, these are basically just like muscle dudes made up to look like Autobots, man. All right. So, next up, we have another one of these. However, in this case, it's Decepticon. So who do we have? Megatron, Starscream, Shrapnel, Soundwave, Laserbeak, and Shockwave. So I think out of this crew, again, 4 color variants, six different figures, 24 collectibles. I'm kind of hoping for either Laserbeak or Shockwave. Again, of the characters in this collection, those are my two favorite Decepticons. Let's see what we've got here. All right, you know what? Fuck the knife. Hey, easy done. Boom. All right. Let's see if I can do this with my one blade. There. All right, I see it looks like orange. Drum roll, please. Oh, score! Maybe. At least the sticker, yes. The sticker says Soundwave. And there, in his magnificent orange, if we can get the eyesight camera to focus in, or not. So there we go, folks. We also got the t-shirt. It's right there on my leg, and it's been there the whole time. All right, let's see what we got. This, it's called, so I see Saturday Morning on the back, Saturday Morning Cartoons, Geek Fuel exclusive in a 3XL, and we'll just go ahead. Oh my God. Oh my God, my God, my God. All right, so let's flip this around. I think I have my current new favorite shirt. Yeah, this is why Panda's fat. This is why Panda has no social skills, because while everybody was out, everybody else was out playing with friends and doing things like team building and sporting activities and other things that, got kids to engage with each other. My fat ass was in front of the TV plugged into all of this. So, I'm seeing, I think I can pretty much name them all. Inspector Gadgets, Thundercats, Real Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, the Turtles, Mr. T. How many people actually remember the fact that Mr. T had a cartoon in the early 1980s? And it wasn't like, Mr. T, B.A. Baracus from the A-Team. It's Mr. T, the gym coach. So, there he is. The denim, the pounds of chains, absolutely ripped. He's like, do the double somersault better. Come on. Of course, solving mysteries, because, back then everything was a fucking mystery that had to be solved. It had the live action bookend, so, live action sequence at the beginning, setting up the show, and live action bit at the end where, he explains the moral of the story. But I love just for that, the Mr. T cartoon on a t-shirt. And then looking down, we've got Bumblebee, the Snorks, the Smurfs, and Battle Cat. I mean, this t-shirt is wash but do not dry, because if it dries it shrinks, and my fat ass is kind of at the high range of 3XL right now. Again, one of the reasons why I love Geek Fuel, man, the shit that they do is absolutely amazing. So that is okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at our spoiler post. So now I get the theme. After school cartoons, everything else. So, we have our locker poster with the cheat card on the back. Let's see. Okay. So we've got the Q-Fig statue, Pinky and the Brain limited edition Q-Fig, the Nick 90s ruled notebook. There are actually two. So I ended up getting the 120 pager, but there were three, it looks like, three mini notebooks. So basically, they're doing more like the field note style notebook. The Saturday Morning Cartoons T-shirt, which is absolutely fantastic, and the Transformer Keshi surprise set. So I am beyond happy with this box. Absolutely happy. Bring it on, man. You're for right now. Y'all are doing fine. I will happily renew. This is my, in fucking Trump virus COVID land. This was my little moment of bliss that I just kind of need to push me through onto my next day. So there we go, folks. That is officially your June 2020 Geek Fuel box unboxing. If you want, go ahead and subscribe at this point in time. I'm only doing Geek Fuel right now. I don't know if I'm going to go back to like the men's grooming boxes because I can't really groom a lot here. I've gone balls in, balls down on getting the ponytail back. So anything I can do with like the hair, I don't, because I'm probably about 6 months away from finally being able to pull it back into a top knot. The facial hair. Now that I'm on the blood thinners, my cardiologist, a fantastic. Oh my God, I feel like Ferris Bueller. If you can find a British cardiologist, I highly recommend it. It's so choice. A, he sounds classy, balls out as hell. B, he is as curt and blunt and to the point as I am. When I went in the ER last January with the blood clots, everybody at the ER, oh, you've been flying. Oh, you flew from Raleigh to Atlanta to Dallas, Dallas, Atlanta to Raleigh. You must have gotten the blood clot in the air. He's like, the ER doctors are fucking idiots. It's like, I love this man. Just even the conversation we had today. So anyway, one of the things he told me back in January was, he's like, I would highly recommend against shaving because if you cut yourself on the blood thinners, we don't know when you're going to clot. And I was like, I'm okay with this. I can bring the beard back in. The question is, how much do I let it come out before I pull the clippers out? So it's like all the stuff in the men's grooming boxes, gentlemen's box. They're like the ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. It's like, you're kind of bad for me. You're kind of toxic, but I kind of miss you because the sex was that good. I actually have two gentlemen's boxes, and you know what? I'm going to rip the curtain back. So I mentioned this in a past video, and now that I am over my blood clots, I may actually break this out. When Gentleman's Box told me, yeah, you're not influency enough, you don't fit our brand. They did that after they billed me $100 to send me the premium box for winter, and it kind of is an act of spite. This premium box has basically been my footstool to prop my right leg up on to try to improve circulation. I may crack that, but the other thing they did, when I told them, it's like, cancel the account, we're done. They didn't cancel the account. They kept the credit card, and they ran it off for the spring. So one day I'm sitting home in the recliner and TV, and the smartphone lights up. American Express, you've just been charged $100 from Gentleman's Box. I channeled my inner Old Testament God and sent them. It's like, I told you I was canceling. I told you I did not want the service anymore. It's like, I didn't say, go fuck yourself, Carter, you millennial shitbag. But they canceled and refunded. But I guess it still got processed because about 4 or 5 days later, The next premium showed up. So I've got two more unboxings that I'm going to do, and we'll see. I mean, I kind of maybe go back to Gentleman's Box. It's just kind of that question of how much Chinese crap do I want? And do I need more ties? Do I need more pocket squares? Do I need more pleather? Fuck man, I'm telling you, as like a vegetarian, it's like, there's a point in time. Yes, I love animals. Yes, I support animal rights. My husbands and I have already had a conversation. As soon as we are in the house and the house is set up and everything else is good, we are going down to Second Chance Animal Rescue, some friends of mine, and we are adopting us a dog. But there's a point in time where you kind of have to acknowledge that your animal ethics have a boundary and a barrier. Look, y'all beef eaters, do it. Y'all eat the artery clogging beef, and I will just take that shit made from the brown leather. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, at least for the next couple months until we've settled into the house, until everything is stable there. I think about, anything else, it's going to be a new set, so to speak. Probably a little cleaner because a lot of shit is getting left in the dumpster here. I don't know. So for right now, God, I went long on that. I'm just doing the Geek Fuel box. Maybe in the future, I'll pick a few grooming boxes up. But, since I'm not cutting my hair and I'm not shaving, you can only take so much skincare product. So feel free to subscribe. I monologue well. I think that's it. So I will see you all next month for the July Geek Fuel Box unboxing. So until then, be good. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there. Fuck Trump. Wear a goddamn mask. It's not hard, Karen.